get into a little sports. You know what I'm saying? Shake things up a little bit. You know, Aaron Glenn had turned down the job, the Patriots job. They wanted to interview him.
Kayla, this is moving very quick.
Yeah, he turned down the interview. Let's see if we could get to it. He said no, thank you, because they fired the black coach.
Exactly. Like
after 1 year. So what am I even gonna go to an interview with y'all for when y'all just fired a black coach and only gave him a year to try to turn things around with the rookie quarterback?
Yeah, you step into a whole mess, bro.
Exactly. And that dude had been with the organization for a number of years. It wasn't just like they brought him in and they felt like, well, he wasn't the right fit. He had been with the organization, inside the organization, for a number of years, gave him the head coaching job, and then fired him the next year. That's crazy. But let's see them talking about Aaron Glenn turning down the job.
Hunter Henry has close relationships as well, so I like the fact that he has that relationship with the Patriots.
All right, well, Adam Schefter revealing Aaron Glenn's interview schedule. Quite a few teams on that list for the Lions defensive coordinator. One team, however, you're not going to see on that list is the Patriots, and that's because Glenn declined their interview request, which, if I'm being honest, Kayla, doesn't surprise me all that much because I feel like the Crafts didn't have any intention of interviewing Aaron Glenn at first. It was just people were, I think, criticizing the process. They listened to everything we say, and so all of a sudden now the Crafts are calling the Detroit Lions for a second time in a week to ask Aaron Glenn to interview, and he's like, I am not going to be part of this sham process.
I don't blame him at all. Aaron Glenn is a ridiculous, incredible coach. I also think with the Rooney Rule, I hate when we're all saying, and it's true, they're satisfying the Rooney Rule, and it's just like, it's a check off the box. I don't know the solution necessarily. I do believe that, you need to have coaches of color get in on more of the coaching action and starting.
But why do we even have to have these rules in place for us to get the recognition that we deserve? If you're a good coach, you're a good coach. It shouldn't matter if you black, white, Mexican, Filipino, Latino, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. But I mean,
this is the kind of shit that pisses me off, man.
I mean, you see, they barely want to start taking black quarterbacks until like early 2000s. So it's just like we're still making our way into prominent positions in the NFL. And when we pretty much run the NFL is 75% of black people. So it's like we're good enough to be your players, but we're not good enough to be your coaches or be your league owners. It's like, I mean, if we stop playing for NFL right now and went to the CBA, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna need us, bro. So it's like they just don't want to give us those positions because they know it's gonna be hard for them to get it back.
Yeah, exactly. That we gonna dominate, but we always have to have a fucking rule in place in order to kind of even the playing field, even though that don't even the playing field because they just find a loophole in the rules.
I mean, we're not the owners; we're just the players, and that's a problem with it. If we're 75% of the product, we need to kind of have that same representation in the ownership. But you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we ain't got the money to pull together to do stuff like that, and so we're just going to keep on being players until we can even. I mean, the rule is there to help us even it out. Try to at least.
Try to, but then they doing fuckery to get around the rule. They just interviewing you saying, okay, well, I gave this person a shot, but either he's not qualified or he's just not the person that we're looking for. This person has, this person's resume is more stellar than theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a bunch of bullshit. But me personally, I feel like Aaron Glenn should stay in Detroit because Detroit can have a dynasty there. And I think they deserve one for losing his team in NFL history for so long. I think they deserve a dynasty, but I get it. That head coaching window is only open so long because if they start losing, nobody's going to want to hire him as a head coach, right?
Yeah. But, I mean, he turned that program around. I was very surprised to hear that Detroit was doing that good this year. So
Detroit,
it's like
the team to beat.
Yeah. He turned that program around, man.